of awesomeness jump into smart. It's Art de la Cruz who has, put on a show dito sa hapon na to.
Every time he drives on the left side, that is his strong side. At he has really been a silent assassin here para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. But it has really been a team effort para sa kanila. Diogun has poured in his share. Amer has put in his share. Etong Mendoza, not really scoring a lot but providing the defensive energy para sa kupunan ni Coach Boyet Fernandez. And Kyle Pascual also connecting with a lot of jumpers. So this is what makes it very difficult to beat San Beda. As we take a look at the remaining games para sa kanila, they got Lyceum ng Wednesday, September 17, Perpetual, JRU, and Arellano. So mahihirap din ang mga kalaban itong San Beda Red Lions.
Oh, absolutely. If San Beda wants to lock down that #1 seed, and they will not be able to do so against lighter assignments, as Calvo will miss a layup. Lalo na yung mga teams na yun, talking about Perpetual and Arellano and JRU, all of those teams badly need a victory dahil sila yung nakalog jam sa likod ng San Beda.
Again, the pace to the Final Four has been heating up. At ang ating mga remaining games, malalaman natin kung sino ang magiging final cast natin.
A loss here will seriously diminish Letran's chances of entering the playoffs after 2 straight finals appearances in the last 2 seasons. Pero you know that in the minds of these Knights, that's not what worries them. They will be upset on the trip home dahil sa lahat ng pagkatalo na naranasan nila sa San Beda pa sila natalo ngayon, and that always stings a little bit more losing to your rival.
Definitely, itong kanilang mga rival means a little bit more tradition. Knowing the players, talagang some of them even rivals from high school, naglalaban na sila, so you don't want to lose against your rival.
Mga kapatid, abangan ng 17th Asian Games sa Incheon, Korea, magsisimula September 19, 7 p.m. Dito lang po sa TV5. We continue to give you all the largest and grandest sporting events in the world. 13 for 62 field goals ang Letran. A very glaring 0 for 19 from 3-point mark.
Especially for a team that does not have a post presence, does not have scoring big men. That 3-point shot is very vital for the cause of Letran. And so far this afternoon, 0 of 19, it has really deserted them.
Dan Sara now on the floor para dito sa San Beda. Mocon, ringless but not the good kind. Sara cannot save it. 30 ang abante ng San Beda. In a performance that I'm sure makes up for their first round loss kalaban nitong Letran.
Tandaan natin, 64-53 was when Letran in the first round beat itong San Beda, and Ola Diogun was not unable to play on that game. What a world of difference here in the second round sa Nico. San Beda, you know they were fired up coming into this basketball game. It's more than just keeping that #1 spot, it's beating your rival, etong Letran.
Inside the final 120 of the ball game, and Kyle Pascual with a block, and Letran still unable to finish. 3 tries, all of them misses for the Knights. Sara. Urgency pass out to Mocon. JV gets the contact and the foul.
JV Mocon was the season 88 Juniors MVP, Finals MVP. So nakita na natin talaga na napakalalim ng bako itong si Coach Boyet Fernandez, at he is a rookie now. Part of the 5-peat champions ng Red Cup, at he definitely has a great future here para sa Red Lions. He is moving, adjusting from the center and power forward spot, playing more of the small forward role. Nung tinanong nga natin earlier the season kung ano yung nakikitang role ni Coach Boyet sa kanya, is probably down the road to replace a Rome De La Rosa na gumraduate na para dito sa kupunan ni Coach Boyet. So big shoes to fill para kay Mocon, but he has the talent to make sure that happens down the road.
Felix Aprico is now part of the 5 para dito sa Letranas. Both coaches emptying out their benches. You also see Lance Abude on the floor now para dito sa San Beda. Mocon will be whistled for a foul.
Itong si Lance Abude is also a teammate sa juniors program nitong si JV Mocon. Actually, tatlo silang rookie dyan, no? Kasama pa dito si
Randall Tongko.
Oo, Tongko.
Here's what Letran has left. Matchups against Benilde, Arellano, Mapua, and Lyceum to try and make the most of season 90.
Actually, alam mo kasamang Nico, with the impending loss of Letran, they will slide down to 6 and 8, but they are not yet out of that Final Four running. They still have a slim chance. Kaya lang ang problema nga, they have to win their next remaining 4 games, and meron ng factor yung ibang koponan. Other teams will have to lose in order for them to have a slight shot at a Final Four berth.
No, we did say that the magic number is 11. So after this loss, Letran can only get up to 10. So may halong dasal ka na.
May halong dasal ka na, hoping for a playoff probably, hoping that teams like Arellano, maybe GRU or St. Benilde start losing some of their games. But we know that Coach Caloy Garcia will not give up on this season as long as there is a chance, or even if there is still no chance. Alam mo naman na ang Letran Knights talagang lalaban till the very end.
31-point advantage here for San Beda as Felix gets the second free throw to go.
Coach Boyd Fernandez has done a wonderful job orchestrating at yung kanyang mga pagbalasa ng tao. That mini run at the start of the third quarter for Letran was quenched because of his defensive adjustment going to the zone as Lance Abude scores the basket. Publico rejected by Dan Zara, but that was sometimes di natin napapansin yung coaching brilliance nitong si Coach Boyd Fernandez because you look at their lineup, napaka-loaded. But how many teams, Nico, have we seen napakalakas, napaka-loaded, but they don't win? But you have to give credit where credit is due. Coach Boyd Fernandez knows his team, knows how to motivate his team, at marunong din siya ibalasa ang kanyang very talented San Beda Red Lions squad.
LA, Coach Boyet would be the first person to tell you that you are wrong in that statement, and he'd probably be the only person na sasabihin mali ka in what you just said. He almost never takes any credit for himself. Pag natatalo sila, he takes the blame completely. He stands up for his guys. Really, a show of class is Coach Boyd Fernandez. That's why he's had so much success. Sa bawat level na pinag-coacha niya, is a multiple-time champion with NLEX in the D-League, has won a championship with Santa Lucia in the PBA, and is obviously trying to defend the championship he won last year kasama itong kanyang San Beda Red Lions. Mocon open for 3. That won't go. Offensive rebound para dito sa San Beda. Lance Abude will take it. You go to the other side in Coach Caloy Garcia, and obviously he hasn't had the lineup na nakasanayan netong Letran. They entered this season in a little bit of an interesting flux dahil they're able to bring back etong si Mark Cruz and able to bring back etong si Kevin Racal. A couple of their role players in Ruaya and Gabawan in the second year netong si Reynam Batak. But apart from that, they haven't really had yung loaded Letran lineup na nakakasanayan natin. They're developing some players. They're looking to continue to recruit, but you look at Letran on your schedule if you're an NCAA team, and you still always have to prepare dahil hindi mo alam what Coach Caloy Garcia can make his team do, as finally Letran makes a 3-pointer in this game.
Itong sina Publico, si Contigo, these guys have potential, and nakikita na natin yung moments of brilliance. Kumbaga, but yung consistency is still not there. I think the biggest challenge para dito kay Coach Caloy Garcia, and he was the one who mentioned it during the All-Star game. Sabi niya, wow, ganito palang mag-coach ng mga may big guys. So it's really the front line that has been the weak link, kumbaga, and note, kumbaga sa mga big guys na they're thrusted into a situation wherein talagang they're just rookies, sophomores na hindi pa sila ganun kalakas. But at least lumalaban naman sila. So the potential for these guys to continue to develop will help Coach Caloy Garcia down the road para sa programa niya dito sa Letran.
A great show of respect despite some heated moments in this ball game. Both teams come to center court with handshakes and smiles for each other, led by the head coach na pinag-uusapan lang po natin, Coach Caloy Garcia and Coach Boyet Fernandez. So, another chapter in the storied rivalry of San Beda and Letran will come to a close. This one in dominating fashion for the defending champions as San Beda comes away with the victory.
Nakabawi na itong San Beda after losing the first round. San Beda comes up big here, winning 73-44, and a lot of team play, great defense mula sa kanila, and they came out from the onset. They dictated the tempo, they started strong, and they finished till the end.
Well, Art de la Cruz will take home Best Player of the Game honors as he was a work of art once again, as usual, in this one. Very efficient, 17.6 rebounds on a 7-12 shooting clip. Art, as usual, doing a little bit of everything but doing it all well para dito kay Coach Boyet Fernandez.
Ever-efficient, silent assassin para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. Art de la Cruz doing everything para sa kanyang kupunan.
Coach Boyet Fernandez saying, mamaya na yung tawanan, we're singing the anthem. Games on Monday! Mapua takes on Benilde. Alas 2 po yan ng hapon. It's live on Action TV as San Sebastian will take on Perpetual Help at 4 p.m. Second game po live on Action TV and on TV5. We thank you for joining us and we thank you for spending your Saturday with us watching a classic matchup between two teams that will have many more storied matchups